Wake Up with Jim and Saab is exclusively on Spotify.
If you want to start your own podcast, check out anchor.fm.
And if you want to be notified when we have new episodes, click the follow button on Spotify. If I slow down, will the ending be over?
Welcome to Wake Up with Jim Saab podcast. Sabaw.
We're Jim and Saab, and today we're going to be talking about sleep. I love sleep. Do you love sleep, Jim?
Grabe.
Wild. I took a nap.
Grabe sabi.
Ano?
I can't believe hindi ko gets bakit hindi ka talaga nagpapabudol sa mga hanash ko.
Alan, yung NSDR?
Yeah.
I tried it. It's okay naman.
Ikaw pa,
Okay.
knowing you.
And what is NSDR?
NSDR is non-sleep deep rest. I don't know kasi kung ito yung kinat dun sa episode with Manny. Kasi the original episode with Manny,
it was like an hour-long fucking NSDR.
It was 2
discussion.
hours. Our previous episode with Manny kasi was bucket list work editions. Marami doon about sleep. Tapos nambubudol ako. But anyway, yung non-sleep deep rest, you listen to it parang 30 minutes a day total. So you can do 3 10-minute sessions. So the point of it is like it's a massage for your brain.
Yeah.
And ako, ngayon, every time I do it, I don't know why.
What?
I fall asleep right after.
Great. That's great.
The problem is, I think sumusobra na.
Sumusobra ko ng 30 minutes.
Sobrang bangag ko.
Well, did you know that last month we celebrated World Sleep Day? Which is when this episode should have aired.
I really don't get yung mga ganyan.
I know, what? World Sleep Day?
Kasi it's the point of that is awareness, right?
Yeah.
Parang
So,
promoting sleep. Ganon.
yes. So by the time this episode...
The only thing I will
Oh my God.
the only thing I will accept
What?
is Earth Day, Earth Hour.
Excuse me, how about International Women's Month?
Oo nga pala. Hindi, but these things kasi should be celebrated every day.
Yeah, Jim, but it brings freaking awareness, which is the point. Parang ang sasabi mo ate, mga International Donut Day, mga ganun.
Yeah, gets. Okay, mga ganun, mga Burger Day.
Game pa rin though, kasi you're gonna be like, I guess I'll have a burger today.
Like, never ako nakikisabay sa ganun eh.
So, ikaw na. Cool. Ikinacool mo yan. Wait, so by the time this episode airs, it's gonna be Holy Week.
Mm-hmm.
So, sakto kasi, parang get a lot of rest and deep sleep.
Okay.
So, it's the perfect time to catch up on sleep. So, that's why we're talking about it today.
Okay.
How was your sleep last night?
Well, given the fact na uminom tayo, which...
You came from a gig last night.
I think I found my youth again.
Have you? Me, not so much.
I have. With this... So si Kyle kasi is a bartender at Fat Cat.
He got a new bartending job at Fat Cat.
And it's like I love it because it's like a home base. It just plays records, jazz lang. That's the only music. It's a jazz cool bar na ang sasarap ng cocktails.
Sarap magkapag-usap.
Ang sarap mag-usap. Bet na bet ko talaga. Naging home base namin ni Saab. We went there twice this week. And here's the thing, I am now officially a mezcal fiend.
So mezcal is like tequila, or is it tequila?
It is tequila.
Okay.
It's the purified version of tequila. The reason why yung mga cuervo ay sakit sa ulo, maraming timpla na yun. Itong mezcal is like the purest. Ito yung totoong lasa dapat ng tequila.
Ba't kaya nila hinaluan ng stuff?
Just like Di ba
ganun yung whiskey and scotch?
Yeah. Kumari,
blended.
Yeah, kumari, let's say Johnny Walker, all of those are blends. Kaya may single malt. Di ba?
Okay.
Yung parang parang single malt, like Macallan, mga ganun. Yeah.
Well, so does that affect your sleep?
Ayun, ito yung gusto ko i-share. as you know, I'm really into all this shit.
Kaya kami walang video pod ngayon kasi medyo...
Mukha kami bangag.
Okay, you're into all this shit. What?
Like, I'm into rest, I'm into optimization, I'm into longevity.
Hayop. Limitless.
Kaya pala tulog ka ng 1:30 ng gabi. Ay, ng hapon. Anyway.
Did you get to do your routine last night? Your
No.
slather on Vicks routine?
I wasn't able to kasi hindi ako nakapag... Kasi if ganito, nightly ngayon, nag-sauna na ako. Right? It's the best thing ever. Thank you, always sauna.
Ay no, sobra ka na naman dyan, no?
Bakit?
Ay, hindi. Okay. Huwag ka sa sobrang init-init ng panahon ngayon, parang nasa sauna na.
My God, I wanna do an episode nga just about the heat.
Yep, we should.
You should, no? Anyway, yun yung one thing na confirmed. Na the worst thing, and I mean, alcohol can affect everyone different in multiple ways, okay? And there's so many arguments about, is it good for the heart? Is not, kasi there were studies that, what?
It's like, let's just stop making excuses for it, okay? Like, it's just fucking, it's a hard stop. Let's just stop.
It's
Just
true.
ditch it.
It's
we
true.
sleep better. It's good for the heart. Take a fucking walk,
Yeah, that's
right? Wine with dinner is good for the heart. Take a fucking walk, bitch. Sorry, I'm saying too many bad words. I'm sorry. Please don't watch this on speaker. Maybe we should put a disclaimer at the start of this. I am angry. I'm just like,
that's so true.
I'm drinking wine because it's good for the heart. Take a walk. How about brisk walk?
Maligo ka kaya?
Good for the heart. Play with your kids. Play with your kids, sir.
Anyway, says the person who had a bunch of gin and tonics last night.
Yeah.
Ito. So, nakakatawa kasi maraming ang...
I think you were talking about your routine. Did you finish?
No, I
Ayun
wasn't
na.
talking about my routine. I was
Okay.
talking about maraming ang study that says na... nakakatawa itong study, no? Nakakainis na lang.
That's the first part of our podcast, actually. Some studies.
Studies,
Go
oh,
ahead,
yeah. I don't know, parang, I think I woke up, I literally woke up on the wrong side of the bed siguro nga today. Kasi, parang bakit ba, pwede bang wala nang gaguhan?
What do you mean?
Diba?
Ano?
Pagdating sa mga study na to, pwede ba? Pwede bang wala nang gaguhan?
What do you mean? What? Basahin ko sa
Kasi ganito. Like, everything has a fucking qualifier.
But it helps.
I know. But it's very, very misleading.
What do you mean about gaguhan?
Gaguhan. Yung study, a study shows. Studies show that
I hate studies show sentences na walang source.
Kuwari, for example, yun nga, this is my example, kuwari, studies show ganyan, pero hindi nila sabihin na it's for males who are Caucasians and who are were 40 years old and above and whatever.
Or it was just like a 30-person
A 30-person
sample.
sample na, kasi kuwari, itong ginagawa kong Wim Hof method, if
It's a breathing technique thing.
Yeah, it's a breathing thing. Did we do it with Manny?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, can you listen to the episode with Manny? Kasi we need to prove that people like listening to our episodes with Manny.
If they did keep that part in there.
Oo nga,
I
baka
think
na.
they might have cut that out.
Kinat na naman ng mga editor. Anyway. So yun. Parang pwede ba yung mga study na to? Parang, wala lang. It's so misleading and like, itong recent nga na sinasabi, the studies show na parang people who don't drink in their lifetime end up having a higher risk of whatever, mortality or disease versus people who had one drink a day, kunwari. Pero parang, but it's so nuanced because it's like, the one drink a day, that literally means that the study showed people who literally drank 4 ounces of 2 ounces of wine every day for X amount of years, diba? Parang, so it's so misleading. So people are gonna think, okay, so hindi ako uminom ever.
Yeah.
Hindi na lang, kailangan ko uminom.
Studies show This study was sponsored by the alcohol industry.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it kind of relates to it then, because when you are, because let's say if you're not an alcoholic and then you have a glass of wine, it kind of loosens you up, diba? So I think high stress people would not live longer. So gets ko yun na, just kind of loosen up a bit. It's good for your heart, labo.
Again, see? Tingnan mo. Yan na naman.
I was swayed?
Dami,
You think
ang
I
dami
was swayed?
masyadong, ang dami masyadong qualifiers and it's too nuanced. Another thing is, ang point ko, ang haba, ang layo na narating natin.
Oh.
The main point is that the one confirmed fact about alcohol and its negative impact is sleep.
Yeah.
So that's why. That's the sure thing. So it doesn't matter if you're a Caucasian, if you're Asian, if you're fucking 7 feet, or if you're 1 foot. It doesn't matter.
Kahit na grabe ka magtubig.
Yes, it will impact your sleep. So, and you
Anong
might...
study yan?
Kuwari, minsan nga...
Study ni Jim? Study shows. Mag-isa lang.
Minsan...
Study shows.
Study shows.
Isa lang yung study.
Minsan nga, yun yung parang yung level of REM, ano yun? Level of whatever.
Deep
parang
sleep.
Deep sleep.
Rapid eye movement.
Yung
sleep.
mga chances mo for real deep sleep reduce significantly when you drink alcohol. Yeah.
And REM sleep is the best.
May ano nga actually may, dun sa book nga na binabasa ko, it says na when you drink alcohol, it ano diba, it calms down your nerves, right? Parang it takes down the adrenaline, tapers it down. But imagine, because you natitaper down yung adrenaline mo, okay?
Bakit yung iba nagiging agit?
Baka iba na yun.
Para sa over.
Parang drugs na.
Ganon?
No, I mean like,
sabi mo sa akin, ganun dito. Ganon.
well, that's more emotional.
Okay.
Parang they become vulnerable. Diba? Their defenses are down, so nalalabas nila yung mga anger nila, mga frustrations nila. It doesn't mean na natanggal nga yung defenses nila actually, kaya lumalabas yung mga insecurities ng mga tao, whatever. So, yung...
Engage your defenses.
So, ano yun?
Yeah, the alcohol brings down your...
Yeah. So, it's like if a jaguar came into the room and you were drunk, you wouldn't have the normal stress response, right?
Be like, shit, gago
Puta na, may jaguar.
Sobrang bilis yung gago.
Laking aso niyan, man.
Ako lang ba? May malaking aso dito.
Puta nga, nasan galing yan, man?
Paano may jaguar kayo dito?
Yung kotse, pare.
Sige ba, Simon and Garfield? Kasi may pusa dito eh. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, so but what the body does is the next day hahabol.
Ganun. Tataas yung adrenaline or hanggang next day ganun?
The body will try to catch up. Kaya sobrang adrenaline the next day. Kaya stressed ka.
Bakit parang wala pa rin akong adrenaline ngayon?
Hindi, you don't feel it. I mean, adrenaline doesn't always necessarily mean na you're like, oh fuck, I want to do something.
Yeah.
Adrenaline
But I
could be
think
like,
that's right.
bakit ganito? Oh my God, I have to think about the grocery. Parang
Gets. Okay.
unnecessary anxiety.
Gets. Okay. Well, yun na nga. Speaking of studies, so let's see, Jim, tell me your thoughts about this. So, according to CDC, yung 8 hours of recommended sleep. Anong thoughts mo doon?
Yun, maraming arguments about that.
It's syempre different siya for different years of your life, right? Like newborns, 0 to 3 months, 14 to 17 hours. Set up. Kids that are Pancho and Vito's age, 10 to 13 hours, including nap. School children, 9 to 11 hours, blah, 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 blah. 18 to 64, 7 to 9 hours. That's us, 7 to 9 hours.
Can I be called Dr. PodDad na?
Sige.
You think that's wrong?
Baka. Feeling doctor.
Pwede, sige.
Feeling...
FD.
FD, FodDad.
Feeling Dr. PodDad. Anyway, when I in a study
Why?
in a study done by shared
JB Jim Bacaro 2020.
done by Enzo Hermosa. Yeah. Done by
Sleep expert Enzo Hermosa.
it was shared by Andrew Huberman. So if you don't know him, he has a podcast. He's a neurologist, and anyway, his point was sa totoo lang, it's yes, the general rule is 6 to 8 hours.
Nakalagay ito 7 to 9.
Hindi, ang sinasabi niya, the general rule is 6 to 8 hours, and that the optimal time to wake up is when you're at the end of a 90-minute REM cycle. Tama?
Yeah.
Kasi, kunwari, ganito. Kaya sinasabi niya na general lang yung 6 and versus 8-hour sleep. Because, before we continue, I just want to say, I am not a doctor.
I mean...
I'm just a guy with Wi-Fi.
FD. I think we should not be this is Joe Rogan territory.
Hindi, sabi we're not giving fake news naman since ko naman yung sources ko.
Okay.
So anyway, yung sinasabi niya is
Google.
Pero parang ito yung hindi ko gets. Like, how the fuck will I know if I'm in my 90-minute sleep? Pero ang point niya, kaya hindi pwedeng straight
the Apple
up.
Watch.
Hindi pwedeng straight up na 8 hours, as a fixed rule. Kasi sometimes, you might wake up, kunwari, it's better to wake up 6 hours of sleeping at the end of a 90-minute REM cycle as opposed to i-extend mo to 8 or to 7 or to 9 tapos lumagpas ka dun sa 90-minute. Kasi dun ka pa lang. Kasi when you start an REM thing, that's when like your body completely shuts down. It's like a computer rebooting. So, imagine na nakaka-on mo lang ng computer, biglang off mo agad.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Alam mo, nakakatawa kasi ang dami nating med school listeners and I feel like they're screaming at us right now.
I don't think so.
Pero totoo. Actually, no, there is an app for that. I used to use this app. Recommended to me by Senya of all people, like years ago. But parang, I can't remember the...
Instagram?
Parang Cycle or something. It was an alarm clock. Pero
Based on...
But it's kind of weird privacy thing kasi I think it listens to your sleep.
Oh, shit.
Tapos, pero, sarap ng gising ko.
Uy.
Hindi kanya kumari, sabihin mo, I wanna wake up at 7. Hindi kanya gigisingin ng 7 kung feeling niya, yung breathing mo is not.
Oy.
Yeah. Bigay ko sa'yo, hanapin ko. And I'm gonna link it in the show notes if I find
Bet
it.
ko yun, ha?
Yeah, so, bet.
Bet ko yun. Sige,
Okay.
game ko yun.
So, I guess your amount of sleep depends on different factors like genes because some people are, I guess, genetically blessed to be okay with just 5 to 6 hours of sleep.
Again, it's not dependent. It's dependent on the REM
Those are just
cycle
freaking
nga eh.
notes, okay? Tsaka kumari, yun nga, tama, sleep quality. Kasi kumari, fine, 10 hours kung tulog, pero sobrang sama. Like, sobrang, ang babaw lang ng sleep mo. Sama. So, you will still feel tired. Right? Okay. So, it's not a hard and fast rule, the 8 hours. 7 to 9 hours. Want more fun stuff outside our podcast? Come join our Podtron community.
You'll get access to exclusive content such as live coaching sessions, hangouts via Zoom, live podcast recordings, exclusive discounts, spontaneous live streams, and more.
Focus with me on our co-working sessions at Discord and let's be productive together.
Looking for career advice or fun recipes? Or do you just want to join on our jamming sessions with Pancho and Vito?
Took you a
Talagang
while.
literally nag-jamming kami ni Pancho and Vito and we stream it live. Anyway, subscribe to jimandSab.com for just $5 and you'll get access to all of these.
We also have a monthly life coaching session, like we said, via Zoom where I talk to pod kids and give them advice. Yes, qualified life coach yarn.
And the best thing about this whole thing is 100% of our monthly proceeds go to our chosen beneficiaries in partnership with Cerebral Palsy Epilepsy Family Awareness and Support Group PH.
They are our heroes of the month, the children with special needs and their families. And this cause is especially close to our hearts because, well, you know why. So your subscription really means a lot to us.
We hope to see you on our next hangout. Nag-enjoy ka na, nakatulong ka pa.
Yay.
Love you, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, here's some trivia. 10 best cities for sleep. It's nakakatawa. In a study conducted by mornings.co.uk, aka what the fuck is that? Manila is the second best city in the world for sleep.
What?
Totoo to kasi actually dami natin government officials na tulog hanggang anong oras. Diba? Talagang himbig ng tulog.
Yeah.
Daming namang problema sa citizens. Tapos talagang, how can you sleep?
Yeah.
Charot. So, hindi ko lang alam kasi feeling ko yung mga nag-survey nito walang kapitbahay na nagkakaraoke. Ikaw, Jim, ano yung pinakamadalang sleep deprived incident mo? Like yung longest time na you've stayed awake and why did you have to do that? And let's make it interesting and not wag natin i-involve yung alcohol.
Akin medyo mabigat to eh. Parang nung, hindi mabigat, pero nung, the reason why I handled my breakup so badly with Ahit Express. So if you've never listened to this podcast, someone cheated on me and it broke my heart. I was in early post-college. And the reason why I made such bad decisions and tuloy-tuloy na pangit because I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah,
now that I look back. And it was because I was a smoker. I drank a lot of coffee. I really couldn't sleep. Actually, in college, nahirap ako matulog.
Talaga?
Yeah, grabe. It was, honestly, it was such a chore for me to sleep in college. Like, I had to take melatonin. I felt like that never worked. Like, sleeping before 12 was a miracle.
Yeah, wow. Maraming ganun talaga, no?
Parang average ko nun 3, 4.
Gosh. Thankfully, that's never been my problem. Like, hindi ako ganung type. Like, I couldn't sleep. But Jim knows this. I think I have had a series of days na hindi ako matutulog because I'm super into a new
Thing.
app.
Yeah.
Like a productivity tool. And which I have to set up. This happened to me with Notion and with ClickUp. Kasi I'm just like, oh shit, or I'm taking a new course and then I just a course that's designed to be taken for weeks and I do it all in 2 to 3 days.
Grabe,
and I'll sleep sobrang as in, and nakakatawa kasi lagi yung keep going. And then at 2 a.m. or something, I'm like, hard pass. And then parang, keep all the windows and tabs open. Wala akong pake, hindi ako mag-shut down. I'm just gonna go to sleep because this is enough. So that's my story.
When you're hyper focused on something.
And I think
I think one last yung when Saab and I got so hooked on Dota.
Oh yeah, that was just normal. We were young.
As in, hindi talaga kami natutulog. Pupunta kaming computer shop.
Yeah, that was fun.
Labas, may araw na.
Pancit Canton.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle. Actually, yung culture today, no, parang very normalized yung hindi pagtulog. Puyat ka, ako rin. And this is actually horrible that it's normalized because it affects your whole life.
Di ba nagka-phase si Candy?
No.
Na she was literally not sleeping?
Yeah.
It's because of her job, right? Or something like that?
I think partly, but also
Parang there was a time na the whole band,
no, but she was
our
also
best friends.
she was also in a relationship with someone who had insomnia rin kasi. So parang
our best friend,
tulog
all of
siya
our best friends
during
were
the day.
sleeping at 6 a.m. Nung pandemic no? Parang marami atang
it's a lot of stress.
na ganun,
So, I mean, the short-term bad effects of not sleeping is pale skin, dark circles under the eyes, headaches, drowsiness. But the long-term effects are memory issues, brain fog stuff, mood changes. Kaya nga sabi na, diba, magbiro ka na sa lasing, wag lang sa bagong gising. And high blood pressure, poor balance, low sex drive, and anxiety. So, I mean, that affects your work, that affects your relationships. So go the F to sleep, okay, guys? Guys, tama na.
Here's my number one tip this tip comes from a former insomniac.
Akala ko, ikaw yan, FD.
Sorry.
Former insomniac, feeling doctor.
Yeah. FIFD. Read fiction at night. I promise you, knock out ka.
Yeah.
Here's the ultimate. This is the Stormbreaker. Tapusin ko na.
Sige.
This is the Stormbreaker. This is how to sleeping. You have to have a routine if you want to have good quality sleep.
Wait, before ka mag Stormbreaker, pasadahan ko lang to.
Go.
Yung tips. Okay ba?
Mas maganda yung tips ko dyan. Pero
hindi, kasi baka isa rin yung tip mo eh.
Hindi, pero mas maganda yung tips ko dyan. Go.
Okay, I have five from CDC.
Tangina.
Consistency.
Okay.
Hindi lang sa relasyon, dapat hinihingi to, pati sa tulog. Consistency is key. Try to sleep at the same time each night and get
That's
up at
true.
the same time every morning, kahit weekend.
Yeah.
Super works for me. I like getting up before 6 a.m. And weirdly, behavioral thing na ito kasi I think because I'm a competitive person, it ruins my morning when I wake up and Jim's out of the bed. That's how it is for me. I'm like, Jim woke up before me? Because I know you're not a morning person, right? So it's like, what? Like my whole day is gonna be like, not my whole morning. It's gonna be like, So that's a me thing. Minimize coffee, alcohol, and nicotine. We've been talking about this. Mag-exercise, that really helps. Reduce screen time. That super helps.
the
Kaya
biggest
sinasabi ni Jim yung read fiction. Kasi I have these moments I have these long...
Alam mo ikaw, bakit yun na yung trip mo talaga yung you watch a series?
Yun nga I was so against this before. But it's a stress thing. Wala eh. Gusto ko eh. Bakit ba? Create a comfy environment. Well, duh. But some sleep boodles na effective. Weighted blanket.
Okay.
Agree?
Agree.
Oh, super agree. Yung weighted blanket namin, it's from Blanket Hugs. Sobrang changed our sleep. Like, saya. And then, white noise. Well, kind of like your no sleep, deep rest.
Hindi. Magkaiba yun.
Hindi?
Oh.
You're feeling... So some sort of, I don't know, instrumental music. Does that help?
Hindi.
What about memory foam mattresses?
Hindi.
Hindi. Ako rin doesn't.
Oh.
Ako stress
Ba't
ako.
gusto lumabog?
Ako gusto ko firm mattress.
Oh,
Ba't
gusto mo matigas.
Yeah. Okay, so go. Yung sa'yo.
Okay. Number one, the key to having good sleep actually starts in the morning. Now, the first thing you do when you wake up is get sunlight in your eyes. This is from Andrew Huberman.
Kaya pala minsan nagigising ako, tingin ka lang sa labas ng bintana eh. Medyo freaky dick.
that sets up your circadian rhythm. Okay? So that's one. Another one is have a nighttime routine. Another one is yung gadgets talaga. Turn off, mag-airplane mode ka, or do whatever mode you want with your phone. Turn it off like an hour before bed.
Please keep your laptops and computers away from your bed.
Tapos tatuin mo na yung nighttime ritual mo as a ritual of 1 hour of your me time. And I would I would push na, get into meditation. You know what? Ang bet ko rin? Yung Z-Quill.
In fair.
Sobra.
This is not a sponsored pod.
Yeah, I mean, I super love those. They're like melatonin gummies. So I take those. Honestly, I don't even need to nga eh. Parang, kasi aantokin na ako, pero it's been a part of my ritual.
You know what worked for me, Jim? And I tried it. It lasted me like 2 days. Yung sabi ko, Jim, at like around 6 o'clock, I turn off my phone.
Oo nga eh.
And it worked for me, ah.
Oo nga, hindi
Ganda
mo
ng
na,
tulog ko.
sayang. Oo.
I'll try it again, maybe.
Tas
If the pod kids want to do like an accountability thing, let's do it.
yeah, tas yung isa, tadtarin mo yung chan mo ng Vicks.
Utot fest.
Sobrang sarap. Just put a lot of Vicks on your tummy and your back. Your chest. Sarap matulog na yung feeling mo. Parang, oh my God, nasunog na ako.
Hirap rin na yung katabi mo parang sunog na sunog. Hindi mo mayakap.
Okay, hope this helped.
Hope this helped. Do not believe that sleep is for the weak, okay? Your body needs rest. Tulog din pag may time. You may not feel it now when you're young, but for sure when you become older, oh my goodness, babawian ka niyan, okay? Sleep well so you can wake up with Jim and Saab feeling A-okay. Shout out to the new Podtrons, by the way. Pia Juan, Faye DP, Jasmine Kate Pama, Janelle Ira Ibon, Mike Fernandez, and Chris Uy over at jimandsab.com. Love you guys and see you soon. Sleep well.
We back.
On Meta,
We back.
join the new official group for Afterpod Kwentuhans at bit.ly/podkidsafterparty.
Also, we always love hearing what you guys think. So share your stories and tag us on Instagram at Wake Up with Jim and Saab, at Jim Bacaro, and at Saab Mangalona.